Hey everyone, one of the influencer marketing agencies came to us and they showed us their invoice workflow, which is pretty manual, right? So every single month they keep getting a lot of invoices, and this is what their flow looks like. They have around 20 folks who interact on a regular basis with influencers. So they receive invoices either through WhatsApp, Gmail, or other means like through forms, and then they quickly check for price and other details, and if there are no errors they go ahead and upload it to a Google Drive folder, and then they manually read through the invoice, copy paste each detail like name, tax details, price, phone number, email, all of those information into a Google Sheet, right? And the finance team will then review these invoices, and if there are no errors, again they process the payment. At any point if there are errors, they go ahead and ask the influencer to resend the invoice. So this is what the manual invoice flow was looking like, and we did some simple math to show what's really happening under the hood, right? So let's say there are 20 people working on these influencers, and if each person is receiving at least 150 invoices per month, that is a total of 36,000 invoices per year, right? And the average time that the person takes to actually upload the invoice onto Google Drive and review all those details and put it onto the Google Sheet is 4 minutes. This is the average that we have taken. It's a very safe assumption, and calculated that for a year is somewhere around 2,400 hours. At an average hourly rate of $50 per hour, the company is losing $120,000 just because of this manual workflow, right? Look how crazy that is. It's almost a really good salary package for a really good A player to be hired into the team, right? So this is what we kind of built for them to show what the flow would look like, right? Whenever the team member receives invoices on WhatsApp, Gmail, or other means, they quickly check, which is their usual. So if there are no errors, they just need to go ahead and share these invoices with a WhatsApp bot or a Gmail ID. That is where the manual workflow ends. And behind the automation, what's happening is the agents are taking care of verifying tax and legal details, and it automatically uploads these invoices onto a Google Drive. It automatically populates these verified details onto the Google Sheet that they're maintaining. It also notifies the team of successful updating of details onto the Google Sheet. And if there's any wrong tax or legal info while verifying these invoice details, it's immediately being notified to the owner of the invoice. And if there are any unusual payment terms, those are also being addressed from this automation. So now invoice flow within the organization becomes a breeze because the automation gives you a record of how many hours are saved and how much money have you saved by automating this process. And there's also logs of all invoices that are being done through this particular automation system, right? And to go a step ahead, you can almost equip the automation with a chat agent within the Google Sheet. You can almost have a conversation like approach with the data that you have. So there's a massive difference between the manual workflow and that being automated with AI agents and AI workflows. Let's go see this right in action with a prototype that we just built. Here you go. This is the automation that we built on n8n, which is a very simple one. It is built in a way that is ready to take PDFs, doc formats, or even PNG or JPG formats images, and make sure these are automatically uploaded to Google Drive, and they're automatically being populated onto this particular Google Sheet that they're maintaining. All right, let's go ahead and actually run this workflow by sending a sample invoice to Telegram. All right. So once you go here, let's say you type hello. It doesn't chat with you back because it's designed to only take invoices. So let's attach a document and send it. So as you can see, there is no invoice details here. Yep, it has been updated right away, and the details are populated onto the Google Sheet immediately. And you also get a successful message, something like this. And in case there are errors, all right, if there's error, you will find it in the error logger over here, which talks about your timestamp, the URL of the workflow, and what is the error message as well. So this workflow is a prototype that we built on n8n to show what is possible with AI automation. And if you are an agency or if you are a company who is receiving a lot of unorganized invoices, we can definitely try to automate it and make sure your team doesn't do the heavy lifting. And you can save a lot of hours with a simple workflow like this, or something that's extremely customized for you specifically as a company, and avoid a lot of hours being wasted through manual workflows. Cheers.